Alright guys, welcome. We are here. Took a bit, but we got here. We're ready. When we want to flick over, there we go. Got our 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get stuck straight into them, get them done. And yeah, let's see what we can find, guys. Our team list. We have Broncos, John Stoddart; Raiders, Adam Parsons; Bulldogs, Andy Lipton; Sharks, John Stoddart; Titans, Matthew Tidbury; Manly, Andy Lipton; Storm, Jaden Williams; Knights, Jaden Williams; Cowboys, Matthew Tidbury; Eels, Nathaniel Gerald; Panthers, William Goodger; Rabbitohs, Dylan Dunlop; Dragons, Adam Parsons; Roosters, Nathaniel Gerald; Warriors, Dylan Dunlop; Tigers, William Goodger. Alright, so good luck to everyone. We have that. What else do we need? That. Doing this. Sorry, I thought I was organised. I am. And alright. I'm over there. Let's go. Good luck, everyone. If you're watching, let me know if the sound's alright, please. I did restart the computer, hoping that would help. Jake Avarillo, season to remember for the Bulldogs. Daniel Tupu, parallel for Roosters. Rising Stars, Zaxini for the Tigers. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. We have listed the Mal Meninga case card Raz. Sam Walker, Club Heroes for the Roosters. $10 a spot, 170 spots. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. And we know they're going for more than that, so thanks, William. Ooh, number 140, Panthers predictor. $140. That's something I don't have up, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to because it's not in a document. Tony Staggs, parallel for Broncos. High Performance, Addo Carr for the Storm. William Kennedy, parallel for Sharks. Master and Apprentice, Phoenix Crossland for the Knights. David Nofaluma, parallel for Tigers. Rising Stars, Jiro Momoisi for the Knights. Hamoli Olaka'atu for Manly. Rising Stars, Greg Marzhew for Titans. Junior Paulo, parallel for Eels. Season to remember, Luke Brooks for the Tigers. Jack Bird, parallel for Dragons. Valentine Holmes, parallel for Cowboys. Season to remember, Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Trent Moreau for the Storm. Daniel Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Master and Apprentice, Hamali Olka-Atu for Manly. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. Luke Metcalf, Rising Stars for the Sharks. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Season to remember, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Titans parallel checklist. Nico Klokstad, parallel for the Raiders. Master and Apprentice Black, Daniel Tupu for the Roosters. Tavita Tatala, parallel for the Rabbits. Jack Hetherington, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Hayes Dunster for the Eels. Dallin Martin Zalesniak for the Warriors. High Performance, Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Saitili Tupanua, parallel for the Roosters. Season to remember, Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Tigers parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Josh Schuster for Manly. Micah Sivo, parallel for the Eels. Power Heroes, Josh Papali for the Raiders. Cohen Hess, parallel for Cowboys. High Performance, Matt Burton for Panthers. Andrew McCulloch, parallel for Dragons. Predictor and retirement in the same box. Isaac Luke for the Broncos. Sifa Talakai, parallel for Sharks. Jacob Saifiti, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Shemaine Hopgood for the Panthers. Christian Welsh, parallel for Storm. Season to remember, David Fafita for the Titans. Tommy Turbo, parallel for Manly. Header A, Power Heroes. Upper side Carousel, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Jaden Sullivan for the Dragons. Jake Turpin, parallel for Broncos. Rising Stars, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Jared Wallace, parallel for Titans. High Performance, Daniel Tupu for the Roosters. Tupu, Cody Walker, parallel for the Rabbits. Corey Waddell, parallel for Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Xavier Savage for the Raiders. Keon Kolomatangi, parallel for the Rabbits. Team High Performance for the Knights. Emery Gula, parallel for the Raiders. And lucky last packet for the first box. Rising Stars, Blake Taff for the Rabbits. Oh. Tohu Harris, parallel for Warriors. Alright, let's go. Season to remember, Blake Ferguson for the Eels. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. Murray Talagi, Rising Stars for the Cowboys. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Season to remember, Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Jaden Brayley, parallel for the Knights. Josh Kerr, parallel for the Dragons. Rising Stars, Dominic Young for the Knights. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for the Storm. Lachlan Croker, parallel for Manly. High Performance, Josh Hodgson for Raiders. Big Tino for the Titans. Master and Apprentice, Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Rising Stars, Harley Smith Shields for the Raiders, Corey Allen, parallel for the Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Tukimia Simpkins for the Tigers. Broncos parallel checklist. Season to remember, Jaden Brayley for the Knights. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Eliza Katoa, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Will Penasini for the Eels. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Who's what? Club hero, Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Matt Moylan, parallel for the Sharks. Master Apprentice, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Talator Amon for the Dragons. Tessie New, parallel for Broncos. Season to remember, Ruben Garrick for Manly. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. Master and Apprentice Black, Bo Formore for Titans. Tommy Talau, parallel for Tigers. Rising Stars, Jaden Campbell for the Titans. James Tarmo, parallel for Tigers. Rising Stars, Tyson Smoothie for Storm. Jake Granville, parallel for Cowboys. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we're going to find this Lucky Legends sig for this one? High Performance, Reece Robson for the Cowboys. Jake Clifford, parallel for the Knights. High Performance, Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs. Adam Dewey, parallel for the Tigers. Dalmatin Zalesniak, Power Heroes for the Warriors. Justin Olam, parallel for Storm. Rising Stars, Franklin Pillay for the Sharks. Manly, parallel checklist. Rising Stars, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for the Bulldogs. Season to remember, Corey Norman for the Dragons. Thomas Burgess, parallel for the Rabbits. Power Heroes, James Tedesco for the Roosters. Josh Curran, parallel for Warriors. How's everyone going this round in the tipping comp? Victor Radley, parallel for the Roosters. High performance, Jake Turpin for the Broncos. Elliot Whitehead, parallel for the Raiders. Rising Stars, Keenan Palacia for the Broncos. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. Season to remember, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Jordan Ricky, parallel for the Broncos. Rising Stars, Falakiku Manu for the Bulldogs. Sharks parallel checklist. Cameron Smith, retirement for the Storm. David Fafita, parallel for Titans. Nathan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Team high performance for the Dragons. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for the Dragons. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. And another box down. Right. Got the retirement in that box. Not that I'm boasting about it, but that's what the box hit was. We got a predictor and a retirement in the first box. Go figure. Harley Smith Shields for the Raiders, Club Hero. Chanel Harris-Tavita, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Kobe Hetherington for the Broncos. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Another golden point game. Nathan Cleary, season to remember for the Panthers. Liam Martin, parallel for the Panthers. Tyson Gamble, parallel for Broncos. Rising Stars, Bailey Biondi Otto for the Bulldogs. Toby Rudolph, parallel for the Sharks. Rising Stars, Valami Vale for the Warriors. Raiders parallel checklists. One per box or numbered. No, there's 6 per case we've worked out. Well, you reckon that's what they should be. I don't know about that. Katoni Staggs, Power Heroes. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Rising Stars, Dejane Assi for the Cowboys. Dragons parallel checklist. Funny sound again. I'm back in.
Canberra's in front, minute and a half to go.
No good. Canberra's got up.
Wow. Talk to me.
Pardon?
Talk to me.
Oh.
1 minute and a half to go.
Alright. Let's keep going. Reece Robson, parallel for the Cowboys. Season to remember, Hammer Fido for the Cowboys. Kalen Ponga, parallel for the Knights. Master and Apprentice, Emery Gula for the Raiders. Nick Kotrick, parallel for Bulldogs. Rising Stars, Matt Croker for the Knights. Ryan Pappenhausen, parallel for the Storm. High Performance, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Stefano Utikamanu, parallel for Tigers. High Performance, David Fafita for the Titans. Josh Schuster, parallel for Manly. Nick Kotrick, Power Heroes for the Bulldogs. Corey Thompson, parallel for Titans. No, don't think I have. I haven't taken the photos yet, so I might have got one and just not remembering, but I don't think I did get a black sig. Rising Stars, Lachlan Elias for the Rabbits. John Rapana, parallel for the Raiders. Cameron Murray, parallel for the Rabbits. Rising Stars, Egan Butcher for the Roosters. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbits. Matthew Tomoko, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Luke Thompson, parallel for the Bulldogs. Alright, black. 62 per player. Well, I won't be able to work that out. Stop me out anyway. Season to remember, Xavier Coates, Broncos. Josh Papali, parallel for the Raiders. What?
I mean, the time.
It should be one per box or numbered.
I like the numbers better.
Numbered.
1, 2, 3, but make it numbered.
Yeah, I reckon there's enough of them. Like, there's only, yeah.
Full time, Canberra 1, 24, 22.
24-22 to the Raiders. Rising Stars, Wiramu Greig for the Eels.
After being down 22.
Yeah, 22-0 comeback. Well, that's not bad. Warriors parallel checklist. So if you didn't hear, Adam, Dad likes your idea of them being numbered. for the retirements. High performance, Micah Sivo for the Eels. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. Yeah, well that's it. Not that our opinion matters at all. Sam Williams, season to remember for the Raiders. Jays Tavega, parallel for the Warriors. Ooh. Tigers. I don't know who has the Tigers. But Mr. Adam Dewey, the creator, number 31. Not a bad card to hit in the 4-box break. Congratulations. Ryan Toto, parallel for Panthers. I am a little bit unorganised for this break. It was a bit of a rush, flicking between everything, but we got there. We're here. We're almost through the 3rd box. Team high performance for the Sharks. Thomas Flagler, parallel for the Broncos. And we'll do it again tomorrow if the breaks are sold out, guys. Break 148 has only got 2 spots left on the website. Rising Stars, Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. The only downside with that is there is a Raz listed in the Facebook group. Sione Katoa, parallel for the Sharks. Well, there you go, William. Congratulations. I'm assuming... Yes, I do. Now that you've come in, I do remember reading you out last for the Tigers. Season to remember, William Kennedy for the Sharks. Luciano Leilua for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Ben Javovic for Manly. Ryan Madison, parallel for Eels. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. High performance for the Sharks. Cowboys parallel checklist. Master Apprentice, William Kennedy for the Sharks. Mitchell Pearce, parallel for the Knights. Master Apprentice Black, Jake Arthur for the Eels. Roosters parallel checklist. Get affected by the floods. No, we're quite lucky. Yeah. Isaiah Yo, parallel for Panthers. Rising Stars, Isaac Tago, parallel for Panthers. Not parallel, sorry. Kenneth Bromwich, parallel for Storm. Season to remember, Jesse Bromwich for the Storm. Jason Saab, parallel for Manly. Last packet for the 3rd box. 1 box to go. Kevin Proctor, parallel for Titans. Alright. All is big, the lucky one. Jesse Bromwich, Club Heroes for Storm, Sharks parallel checklist. Season to remember, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Bradman Best, parallel for Knights. Rising Stars, Dominic Young for the Knights. Felice Kafusi, parallel for Storm. Kieran Foran, parallel for Manly. Jaden Campbell, Rising Stars for Titans. Adam Dewey, parallel for Tigers. It's amazing how many times those two teams are paired up in different things. Adam Dewey, season to remember for the Tigers. Nathan Brown, parallel for the Eels. High Performance, Jordan Rappner for the Raiders. Aaron Clark, parallel for Titans. Master Apprentice for the Tigers, James Tarmo. Notice I got to turn around and check before I finish the sentence. Rabbitohs parallel checklist. Work out if it's a Master Apprentice Black or just a normal. Most of them are okay. Harley Smith Shields, Rising Stars for the Raiders. Josh Jackson, parallel for Bulldogs. Season to remember, Albert Kelly for the Broncos. Ryan Sutton, parallel for Raiders. Mikhail Ravalawa, parallel for Dragons. Ewan Aiken, parallel for the Warriors. Rising Stars, Will Penasini for the Eels. Joseph Sawali, parallel for the Roosters. Daniel Tupu, Master Apprentice for the Roosters. High Performance, Valentine Holmes for the Cowboys. Jaden Brayley, parallel for the Knights. Rising Stars, Talatu Amon for the Dragons. Payne Haas, parallel for Broncos. Season to remember, Wade Graham for the Sharks. Blake Brayley, parallel for the Sharks. Master and Apprentice Black, Hammer Fido for the Cowboys. Luke Brooks, parallel for the Tigers. Rising Stars, Keenan Palacia for the Broncos. Stephen Crichton, parallel for Panthers. Franklin Pelly for the Sharks. Rising Stars. Lachlan Croker, parallel for Manly. Alright, we're on the home stretch, guys. Less than half a box to go. Oh, foil sig. Liam Kennedy for the Sharks. Number 199. Oh, number 199. And Big Tino for Titans, parallel. High Performance, Payne Haas for the Broncos. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Season to remember, Ewan Aiken for the Warriors. Jai Arrow, parallel for the Rabbits. Rising Stars, Rocco Berry for the Warriors. Corey Allen, parallel for the Bulldogs. Toby Rudolph, Power Heroes for the Sharks. Elijah Katoa, parallel for Warriors. Tyson Smoothie, Rising Stars for the Storm. Kyle Felt, parallel for the Cowboys. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Season to remember, Matt Burton for Panthers. Tessie New, parallel for Broncos. So we do have break 153, the last 4 boxes in the case from the last, well, this break and the 4 box break we already did. Halakiku Manu, Rising Stars for the Bulldogs. Ronaldo Mulatalo, parallel for the Sharks. We've already had quite a few retirements. Unfortunately, we have had the creator come out. Tuki Mia Simpkins, Rising Stars for the Tigers. Jordan Ricky, parallel for Broncos. Had one predictor that we know of that I remember. I'm pretty sure we didn't get one last night. I think we got a white and a foil sig. High Performance, Will Hopper Wide for the Bulldogs. Tommy Talau, parallel for Tigers. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Team High Performance for the Warriors. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. The last 3 packets. Murray Talagi, Rising Stars for the Cowboys. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Eels parallel checklist. Kieran Foran, Power Heroes for Manly, and Jesse Bromwich, Parallel for Storm. Alright guys, that's it. That's all. Oh no, it's not. We still have a race to do. Hang on. Bear with me. Let's get that done. Alright. Yeah, this one. There we go. That's A. So we come down here and we go like that. Make sure that's up. Yep. Alright. So this is for the header A, NRL Power Heroes. Number 2 and lucky last, number 3, Jaden Williams with the Knights. No worries. Alright, well, thank you for being patient with me, guys. We got a fair bit done this evening. So, don't forget to check out those breaks on the website. The Mal Meninga case card Raz in the Facebook group. And plenty more to come, guys.